Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. A fun fact about me, I always feel like I'm in a rush, even when I literally have nothing going on for the entire day. For some reason, just doing like small tasks like making my coffee in the morning, I feel like I need to be on 2x speed. Like I am rushing through that shit for no reason. I have nothing else going on, but at all times, I just feel like I need to be in a hurry. And on top of that, I also just constantly feel guilty for doing my hobbies. Even if I really don't have anything else I need to be doing, I feel like I should be doing something more productive, which honestly ends up with me doing absolutely nothing because I don't have anything else to do, but I can't enjoy my hobbies because I feel like I should be doing something else, but there's nothing else to do. So I'm just sitting there doing nothing and feeling awful about it anyway. So my goal for 2025 is to chill the fuck out and slow down and just enjoy my hobbies for once. So we're just gonna sit and chat about some of my favorite current hobbies. They're all very chill, cozy, slow hobbies because as my goal is to calm the fuck down. So these are all very relaxing and chill and cozy things that I enjoy doing. And I know the society, especially around the new year, is very focused on like the grind and hustle culture and just like constantly doing things all the time. And I feel like that is part of the problem of why I just constantly feel like I can't enjoy myself, is because I feel like I should be doing something more productive. But I don't need to be doing that. It's fucking stupid. But anyway, I'm going to share with you some of my current favorite cozy hobbies or things that I plan on picking up in the future, because there's a couple of things I haven't actually like done yet, but I want to do them. So let's get started. One of the most recent hobbies I picked up, and the one I've been doing probably the most out of all of these, is coloring. I've always enjoyed coloring, but I absolutely hate the like super intricate, detailed adult coloring books, and I feel like that's all that I was able to find. I either had to get a kid's coloring book or one of the super intricate adult ones, and those ones just stressed me out so much. I know they're supposed to be like relaxing because there's like a lot of details and you're just like doing the same thing for a while, but all of the little tiny details stress me the fuck out, and I can't deal with it. I don't like the mandalas and all of that. It's just not my thing. But recently I found these cute and comfy coloring books on TikTok, and I fell into that rabbit hole, that whole color talk area, and I've been obsessed. I've been coloring so much since I got these for Christmas. I also got this huge 100 set of alcohol markers, which I have never used alcohol markers before this, and they're so much fun to use, and they're very satisfying to color with. They don't leave like the streaky lines and stuff that other like water-based markers do. So I love these so much, and I just have such a fun time sitting down and getting a little snack, a little drink, watching a YouTube video, and just like picking out a little page to color. I really like these specific style of books because it's just the perfect balance of like simple and detailed. Like it's not super intricate, but it's also not as like simple and straightforward as a kid's coloring book. It's just very middle of the road. It's perfect, and they are very, very cute. They have a bunch of different themes. This one is like the spooky, cutie one, but they have a bunch of different types. Coco Wyo, I think, is the most like popular brand, but there's a bunch of other ones as well that are like a similar style. So I'll show you a couple of the pages that I have colored so far. I did this one a couple of days ago. I really like how it turned out. I did this little like composition notebook, which I think is super cute, and some like little floral patterns on the walls. And I love doing like the lighting effects like from the fire and making it look like there's actually like light coming from it. I think it's really fun. I also love how this one turned out, especially the ghost. This is like my first time trying to do the little transparent effect, and I think it turned out super cute. I love it. And then I also kind of added some more blood and stuff to these two cats to make them a little bit more spooky. And this book also has like more even simpler pages that aren't like actual scenes. They're just like little items that you can color. So I did this lava lamp and did kind of like a sparkly glitter effect in it, which I think is super cute. I think this is still my favorite page that I've done so far. I just love the bubbles and the tiles and the little marble floor that I did. I just think it turned out really, really good. But yeah, I've been coloring a lot recently. I've been having a really good time with it. It's just nice to sit down and just relax and color while you listen to like a YouTube video or music or something, or I can just like talk to my partner, do whatever. It's just really fun and I'm having a really good time with it. Obviously, crocheting is a big hobby of mine, but I honestly haven't been crocheting that much recently. I've just been kind of more focused on other things right now, but I do have a goal for this year. My goal last year was learning how to crochet. My goal this year is to try out knitting. I haven't actually attempted to knit anything yet, but I think it would be fun to learn since I already have most of the supplies since I do crochet, and I really like how knit items look, especially like clothing and stuff. I think it looks really nice, and nothing against crochet wearables. I just think sometimes that if you don't have the correct type of yarn and stuff, it can look a little bulky and a little stiff. And I just think it would be nice to kind of expand the possibilities of what I can make even more. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet. Some people say that crochet is easier than knitting, and some people say that knitting is easier than crochet, but I feel like it just depends on what you start with. I feel like if you crochet to start with, you think that crocheting is easier, and if you start knitting first, you'll think that knitting is easier. So I don't know, I want to try it out. We'll see how it goes. Junk journaling. This is something that I tried doing last year and I just kind of forgot about it, and not so much gave up on it, but just kind of like forgot that I was supposed to be collecting the junk for the journal. But I want to try it again this year. I want to try and be better at it because I did genuinely enjoy making my little junk journal spreads when I did make them. And as someone who has a terrible memory, I think it would be really fun to just have like a little book full of all of the things that I did that year to flip through at the end of the year. I think that'd be really cool. I do need to get on that though because it is almost the end of January. I need to get an actual journal because surprisingly, I don't really have an unused journal that I could use for junk journaling, so I want to do that. And then I also want to find some sort of little pouch that I can keep all of my little junk and scraps and papers and everything in, because when I'm out I usually forget about it and I just throw it away because I don't have like a place to put it. Other than that, I have pretty much everything else that I need. I have glue and stickers and stuff like that. I just need the actual journal to get started. And I love the idea of junk journaling because it doesn't have to look pretty. I know a lot of people, especially on TikTok and stuff, they have very aesthetic and pretty, more leaning towards scrapbook-esque junk journals, but it doesn't have to be like that. It's literally in the name. It is a junk journal, so it doesn't have to be pretty, and I like that because when I get journals, when I try to journal in the past, I've always been too hung up on making it look aesthetically pleasing, even though nobody else was going to see it except for me, but I saw everybody else's really pretty and aesthetic journals, and I felt like mine needed to look that way as well. And that's another thing that I'm trying to work on in the new year, is not trying to make everything perfect, because that genuinely just keeps me from doing things at all. And I would rather do something and do it bad than not do it at all. So with a junk journal, I feel like I can make myself be a little less of a perfectionist because it's a junk journal. It doesn't need to be beautiful. This next thing is a little less on the creative side, but that's okay. It's still cozy and relaxing. It's a video game and I've been absolutely obsessed with it lately. It's called Infinity Nikki. I'm pretty much exclusively a cozy gamer. Animal Crossing, Sims, Minecraft, that kind of stuff is right up my alley. The most that I have ever really ventured out of that and enjoyed is Fortnite. I don't like my games to be hard, okay? When I sit down and play a game, I want to enjoy myself. I want to have a good time. If it stresses me out or overwhelms me or overstimulates me even a little bit, I'm out. Like, I don't want to deal with that. And Infinity Nikki is the first game that I have played in a while that has just genuinely been perfect. And I really haven't had any major complaints about the game. I haven't felt like any frustration or anything while playing, and it's just so nice. It's so nice. It is technically a gacha game, but I have not spent a single real dollar on this game, and I've still had an amazing time. There is a whole ass story to go through. The map is massive. There are so many different places to explore. There's so many side quests. There's mini games. All of the characters are so fun. And the amount of detail that is in this game and all of the outfits that you get is insane. It is such a beautiful game and I just love it so much. I have had so much fun playing it like every single day for the past month. There is combat, which is usually my least favorite part about video games, but the combat in Infinity Nikki is really chill and it doesn't like punish you for being bad at the game. Like, you have health and you lose lives, but if you lose all of your lives, you don't like lose anything. It just kind of puts you back at the last waypoint. You don't lose any of your stuff. It has unlimited inventory, so you don't have to worry about inventory space, which is amazing. And you also just kind of gain lives back very quickly once you lose them without really doing anything. So I just love it so much. If you haven't played Infinity Nikki, you need to go do it. That's all. The last thing is kind of a 2-for-1. I'm just gonna group them into the same thing because they're pretty similar. Thrifting and collecting physical media. I've always enjoyed thrifting and I've always enjoyed owning physical media, but I feel like I've gotten more into it recently in the past couple of months. I feel like at this point in my life, I don't want to buy things new. Like, I really have no desire to go to like Walmart or something and buy something new because I'm like, I could just get something at the thrift store. I could just buy it like secondhand and it'll probably be like way cooler than anything that I could buy at Walmart. And even if I don't like buy anything, I just enjoy going to thrift stores or antique malls and just like looking. I enjoy browsing on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace. And I've always been big on physical media and DVDs. I love owning a physical copy of something. I'm not a digital kind of person. I don't like buying games digitally, movies digitally, anything like that. I want to own it. I want to hold it physically in my hands and put the DVD into the DVD player and watch it that way. So I've always bought DVDs, but I feel like I've gotten more into collecting them recently. So I have all of my horror DVDs over here, and then my other DVDs are on some shelf elsewhere. And besides DVDs, I also really like VHS, but I don't have that many because I never had a VHS player to play them on, so I kind of just never really bought them because I couldn't watch them anyway. But a couple of days ago, I found out that my grandparents actually kept my old VCR TV combo, which is right here, and it still works perfectly, and I am so happy. I had this when I was like, I don't know, 5 or something. They like bought it for me, and I thought that they would have gotten rid of it because they got rid of like a lot of stuff. They were cleaning out their house, they had garage sales, stuff like that. I figured that they got rid of it like a long time ago, but I found out that they didn't. And I got it, and now I can watch my VHS on this little TV that I had when I was a kid. I think this was from like 2003 or something, I don't know, but I'm so excited. I love this so much. I put it up here on my shelf and I have this whole little setup now and it just makes me so happy. So I am very excited to start looking for more VHS to get. Right now I only have 2 VHS. I have more at my parents' house, but they're mostly like Disney movies. So I didn't bring them here, but we have the first Scooby-Doo that I had when I was a kid, and I watched this for the first time. It was the first movie that I watched when I brought this home, and it was very nostalgic, and I loved it so much. I sat in my beanbag chair, and I watched it with some chocolate milk, and it was just so nostalgic and nice. And then I'm very excited to watch 13 Ghosts on VHS. My partner got this for me for Christmas before I even had the TV to play it on, just because I really wanted to have this because my favorite like nostalgic horror movie. I used to watch this when I was like 4 years old with my mom all the time, and I'm so excited to watch it on VHS. But I love going to like half-price books and thrift stores and stuff and just looking at their VHS and DVDs. I think there's just something so special about just like owning something and holding it in your hands and being able to like put it into a VHS player, a DVD player, whatever, and watch it, and just like, I just love it so much. I don't know. Me and my partner also made a list of all of the DVDs that we own but have not watched, because I just buy DVDs if I see them and I'm like, oh, I really want to watch that, or I really like that movie or something. I'll just buy them. So a lot of these movies I haven't even seen yet. So we made a list of all of the movies that one of us or both of us haven't seen. And we're gonna try to watch all of the movies that we have on DVD by the end of the year. I think that right now we have like 70 because we've also bought a couple of more DVDs since we made the list. So We're at like 70 movies to watch by the end of the year. And I think doing that will also help us cut back on like streaming services that we're subscribed to, because honestly, I have had it with streaming services. I don't even want to deal with them anymore. I would much rather just like own everything on DVD and watch the movies that I own personally, rather than trying to deal with streaming services all the time, because they piss me off. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.